Hi everybody, this is 2.5 Seniors. I'm Albert Hallworth, this is Logan Perrone and Sean Kozaneski. We're going to be starting off here with Logan Perrone. He's going to be talking about sports.
Hi everybody. So we are in the midst of the NFL season as the Patriots are at the top of the AFC and the 49ers are at the top of the NFC. As for our MVP race right now, we have Christian McCaffrey, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, and Dalvin Cook. Who do you guys think is going to win MVP?
I'm going to go with Russell Wilson on this one.
Who are you thinking, Albert?
Go Tom Brady.
Why Tom Brady?
I don't know, he's just a GOAT, dude.
Personally think it's going to be Christian McCaffrey because he's the all-purpose yards leader. He's going to lead the league in touchdowns, playing like LaDainian Tomlinson in 04 or 06. So, now, who do you guys think is going to be in the Super Bowl?
My prediction is Saints, Patriots.
Why?
Patriots always show out in playoff time, so I think they'll definitely make it again, even though I don't want them to. And the Saints, I think they had an off week this week. I think they'll be fine.
What about you, Albert?
Take the 1 seed.
Eagles Saints, no cap.
That cannot happen. I'm so sorry, but that cannot happen.
Oh.
That cannot happen.
No, I'm kidding. Eagles, Patriots, no doubt. And then the Eagles are going to win, of course.
My thoughts, I think it is going to be the Saints and the Ravens. Saints are going to end up beating them in a close game. It's going to be a defensive game. It's going to be 21-17 Saints.
No.
Ravens
aren't a playoff team. Nope.
I can also
They're
see
going to choke.
Why?
I'm telling you right now. Because they can't handle it. Can't handle the pressure in the playoffs, and that's a big fact.
if they meet the Patriots in the playoffs, they are going to lose.
I don't think so. I think Lamar Jackson's insane.
I agree with Sean's statement. Lamar Jackson's good, but I don't think he's there yet.
He's not beating the Patriots twice, I'm sorry.
All right, guys. We're going to be doing vaping. What, in your eyes, is the biggest problem with vaping? Sean?
Obviously that kids are doing it too much and they're dying from it.
Logan?
Kids don't know how to control themselves.
Well, recently we found out that we saw in the news that a kid has died because he needed help with his lungs because they were absolutely toasted. And he needed transplants, but he ended up dying, sadly. So, rip in the chat for that guy. Ask for respect. But yeah, vaping is definitely a problem. It needs to be stopped because these kids are, first of all, they're spending money, they're spending their time, and it's not helping them at all. It's just a bad addiction.
I don't really understand why kids are, I don't know how they're getting this easy access to these vapes, to these pod systems. I don't understand how they're getting to it so quick.
My question is about video games, and my first one is, do you guys think it's taking over teens' lives?
No, not at all. Because of the simple fact that if you manage your time correctly, you still have time to do everything unless you're so into a game that you can't stop playing it. Like, I've seen people like that. But if you manage your time correctly, you can play video games a good amount, go outside and still get school's work done.
What about you, Albert?
I think that playing video games isn't a problem. Like, you can play video games all you want. I don't have a problem with that. As long as first of all, you're doing good in school because that's the number one priority. You're respecting your parents and doing everything they say. And then you're getting some type of physical activity because that's most important. Keep your body in shape. You don't want to become a larger person.
How many hours do you guys think you spend a day on them?
My average, probably around 4.
At the most, probably around 2.5. And what about you, Sean?
School day, sometimes don't even go on. Probably like an hour or 2. Weekends different, a little different though. Probably max 6 hours.
And now we're going to talk about, are you ready for college? Are you guys both, since Sean, you're a junior, are you ready for college?
I haven't even taken SATs yet, so I'm going to say no right now. I'm not ready yet.
But what age do you guys, Sean, what age do you think that a kid should be able to get a job?
I believe 15 is a good age for a job.
Logan?
14 is a perfect age because they're just becoming young men, young women, and they're getting ready for the workforce eventually.
Why, Sean? Why 15?
I mean, I was looking for a job in the summer, kind of, but I couldn't get one because you have to be 16. And I was 15, so I couldn't get one.
I think I agree with 15 because that's a perfect age for a young man or woman to be fully developed and take some responsibility and be able to buy their own stuff.
And do you guys think students today are addicted to their cell phones?
Yes, 100%.
100%.
Kids are seriously addicted to their phones. And I don't know how, because I don't know how much you text someone or you Snapchat or go on Instagram. Like, sometimes you could like resist from it, but I don't understand how people can spend 15 hours a day of a 24-hour day on their phone.
I think that kids need to put down the phone more and be more active, like physically, social, because being on your phone all day, it's not getting you anywhere, let's be honest. You need to actually be doing hands-on stuff that makes you a better person, I think. But I do spend a lot of time on my phone, I can't lie. But that's mostly when I'm bored or something. I'd rather be doing something hands-on, like sports or something.
That brings us to the next question is, how long could you go without your phone?
I could probably go about a week.
A week?
I could go around a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, just for the fact that I use it, but I'm not like addicted where like I'm freaking out because I don't have my phone.
My only problem is I would lose all my streaks on Snapchat, so that's a problem.
Yeah, I don't think, maybe a day. That's about it for me.
Yeah.
They're lying, so.
Nah, I'm not.
They can't go
I'm not
without their
lying
phones.
either.
Yeah, I can. Next question. Where do you guys get your news? Logan, where do you get your news?
Twitter is the biggest
Yep.
thing. Twitter, I get my sports news from like Bleacher Report and ESPN, but mainly I get my news from Twitter, and rarely I get it from TV because I never watch TV.
Yeah, I only get it on TV when I'm at home because my dad always watches the news during dinner. So, but yeah, I use ESPN, Bleacher Report, and Twitter as well. Sean, you?
All social media is basically what I use.
Yeah.
Like ESPN, Instagram, Twitter, all that.
Yep, social media, helps a lot.
Social media.
Know about everything.
Social media is a big tool that is it could be very harmful or very helpful, especially when it comes to news. Because you could break news on Twitter in about 3 minutes and the entire country could know.
Yeah, social media is a dangerous place, but it can also be helpful.
My last question is, should college athletes be paid when they play sports?
I personally think they should be paid because a lot of them are a decent amount of athletes are coming out of an awful area their families have been in poverty their whole lives, and that's why you see the one and done college players. Like most recently was someone like Zion Williamson, who was a one and done player, and he wasn't from a bad area, but someone like Josh Jacobs, who was homeless, he went to Alabama. He could use that money to get himself a little bit more than really what he had, and he could help his family out.
I think that D1, it's D1 athletes, right? Yeah, D1 college athlete, I think that they should be able to get paid because first of all, they're spending all that time on the sport that they're playing when they could be doing something else, like maybe studying or going to other classes, spending time with family, stuff like that. But they're committed themselves to a sport, so they should be at least getting a little bit of money so that they could get back at it. That does it for 2 seniors and a half, and as always, go Knights.